Imagine opening your fridge and seeing that familiar cup of creamy yogurt staring back at you. Maybe it's vanilla, maybe it's Greek, maybe it has fruit at the bottom waiting to be swirled in. But have you ever wondered how this everyday food actually comes to life? And why it's so famously good for your body? Today, we're diving into the surprisingly simple science behind yogurt, from farm to spoon, and then into your gut. Let's start with the basics. Yogurt begins with milk. It could be cow's milk, goat's milk, sheep's milk, even plant-based alternatives, though traditional yogurt is all about dairy. The process begins at the dairy farm, where fresh milk is collected and tested to make sure it's clean and safe. It's then transported to a processing facility where the real magic begins. First, the milk is heated, and not just warmed, but brought up to a high temperature. This step is called pasteurization. It kills off harmful bacteria and sets the stage for helpful bacteria to take over later. After pasteurization, the milk is cooled down to a very specific temperature, usually around the warmth of a hot bath. Too hot, and the good bacteria won't survive. Too cool, and they won't do any work. This is where yogurt making starts to look less like food production and more like a chemistry experiment. Next comes one of the most important ingredients, and it's not fruit, sugar, or flavoring. It's live bacteria. Yes, you heard that right. Yogurt is made using live, active cultures. These friendly microbes, often Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, are added to the warm milk and mixed in gently. And this is where fermentation begins. Picture billions of tiny bacteria waking up inside the milk. They start eating natural milk sugars, known as lactose. As they digest it, they produce lactic acid, which is what gives yogurt that tangy flavor and thick texture. Over a few hours of fermentation, the milk transforms. It thickens, firms up, and develops flavor. What started as simple liquid milk becomes something richer, creamier, and packed with gut-friendly life. Now, depending on the style, the yogurt might be strained to make it thicker. Greek yogurt, for example, is strained more than regular yogurt, removing some of the liquid whey and concentrating the protein. That's why Greek yogurt usually feels richer, creamier, and more filling. In some places, it's strained even further into labneh, thick enough to spread like cream cheese. After fermentation and straining, the yogurt is cooled to stop the bacteria from overworking, and at this point, it's technically ready. Some yogurt is packaged plain, while others are mixed with fruit purees, honey, spices, or sweeteners. Whatever the variety, it all started with the same simple combination: milk plus bacteria plus time. So that explains how yogurt is made. But why is it so good for us? The answer lies in those live cultures still swirling inside each spoonful. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, some helpful, some not as helpful. Yogurt is rich in probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support the good guys in your digestive system. Think of them as reinforcements arriving to keep your gut microbiome balanced and thriving. Probiotics have been linked to better digestion, a stronger immune system, and even improved mood. That's because gut health is deeply connected to overall health, more than most of us realize. When you eat yogurt regularly, those friendly microbes help break down food, reduce inflammation, and keep things moving smoothly. If you've ever felt less bloated or more energized after adding yogurt to your diet, that's not your imagination. That's biology at work. But that's not all yogurt offers. It's also an impressive source of protein, especially the Greek variety. It delivers calcium for strong bones, B vitamins for energy, and often vitamin D, which many people don't get enough of. And here's something interesting. Because fermentation breaks down lactose, people who are lactose sensitive sometimes find yogurt easier to digest than milk. Of course, not all yogurts are created equal. Some are packed with added sugar, artificial flavors, and ingredients you can barely pronounce. If you're looking for the healthiest option, keep an eye on the label. Look for live and active cultures, minimal ingredients, and lower sugar content. Plain yogurt with your own fruit or honey is often the best of both worlds, delicious and nourishing. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Humans discovered yogurt thousands of years ago, long before anyone knew what bacteria even were. Legend has it that milk stored in warm animal skins naturally fermented on its own, turning into yogurt. People tasted it, realized it lasted longer than fresh milk, and felt good to eat, and the tradition continued. Over centuries, yogurt has traveled across cultures and cuisines, from Turkish breakfast tables to Indian lassi to frozen yogurt shops and smoothies everywhere. Today, it's one of the most versatile foods in the kitchen. You can eat it sweet or savory, use it in sauces and marinades, swirl it into smoothies, top it with berries and granola, or enjoy it plain and simple. Behind every spoonful is a story of microbes and milk, science and flavor, tradition and nutrition. So the next time you peel back that foil lid and dip into creamy yogurt, you'll know exactly what went into making it and why your gut is quietly thanking you. A simple food made through fermentation, powered by tiny living organisms working together to transform ingredients into something better. Yogurt isn't just a snack. It's history, it's science. And it just might be one of the most delicious ways to stay healthy. If you found this interesting and you want more kitchen science, food facts, and the stories behind what we eat, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.